Welcome to Srilata Organic Farming. Let us see the bacterial preparations which are permitted for pest and disease control in organic farming. The first and foremost important thing is Bacillus thuringiensis. Various species of the Bacillus thuringiensis are present. Bacillus thuringiensis kuristaki (BTK) is mostly recommended to control Lepidopteran insects. Lepidopteran insects means the pod borers like Helicoverpa, Spodoptera, and such type of insects. Bacillus israelensis is for flies. Like the different species, Bacillus thuringiensis is also there, which is for Lepidopteran insects. Various species of the Bacillus thuringiensis are permitted to control pests. Next is parasites, predators, and sterilized insects. These parasites are also called parasitoids in case of pest control. Uh, the parasitoids like egg parasitoids, Trichogramma, egg larval parasitoid, Chilonas black bunny, larval parasitoids, Bracon brevicornis, Bracon hebator, Goniosus nephantides, Epenthylis, and various predatory insects like lacewings, ladybird beetles, and redwood bugs. All these are permitted in the organic farming. So Corsera cephalonica is a host insect for most of the mass production of these insects, parasitoids and predators. I will explain in separate PPT how to produce Corsera cephalonica, and using that Corsera cephalonica eggs, how to produce parasitoids. In case of Trichogramma, how to produce Trichogramma using Corsera eggs. The same way, how to produce different species of the Trichogramma. Production protocols are same for various species of the Trichogramma, but various species of Trichogramma are used for various purposes. Like Trichogramma chilonas, it is very broad spectrum one. It is recommended against paddy leaf folder, sugarcane borers, tomato borer, cotton bollworms, and citrus leaf eating caterpillars. It is very broad spectrum. Coming to the Trichogramma japonicum, mostly it is recommended for sugarcane top borer and paddy yellow stem borer. Trichogramma exiguum maize stem borer, Trichogramma accae for castor semilooper, Trichogramma brasiliensis for cotton bollworm and tomato fruit borer, Trichogramma embryofagum for apple codling moth, cotton pink bollworm, Trichogramma pretiosum, which became very popular now against maize fall armyworm. It is also recommended for cotton bollworms, sugarcane early shoot borer, internet borer, top shoot borer. Trichogramma bactre, it is specific for diamond back moth and even for the pink bollworm of cotton. Trichogramma is a general polyphagous egg parasitoid of Lepidopteran pests. Some coleopterans also can be controlled with the Trichogramma. Chilonas black bunny is egg larval parasitoids. How to produce a Chilonas black bunny using the eggs of Corsera cephalonica. I will take you through a separate PPT presentation. And next is Goniosus nephantides, which is a larval parasitoid. That also I will explain clearly. Bracon. Uh, the production protocol for Bracon hebator or Bracon brevicorn is same. Very important larval parasitoids. How to produce them also I will explain in separate PPT. Predators. There are various predators like Chrysoperla species for the sucking pests and eggs of the bollworms, and Rhinocoris reduvit bugs to control Lepidopteran soft-bodied insects. Cryptolemus montroseri ladybird beetle, which is uh, against millibug destroyer, and spiders. How to produce spiders also I will explain. So other permitted inputs for pest and disease control are soft soap, potassium soap, which is also called khadi soap, which is 100% natural and biodegradable. That's why it is permitted to mix with biopesticides and botanicals. It does not contain any toxic compounds, so it will not affect bees and natural enemies. There is no waiting period also for this soft soap. It is advisable to apply at sunrise or sunset because high intensity sunlight during the spray could burn the leaves. So mostly it is advised as uh, adjuvant to the sprays like neem oil or any botanical extracts or any microbials or anything. Homeopathic and Ayurveda preparations. Recently, I heard from some of the organic farmers. They are using homeopathic preparations. They are telling that they got flowering and all with the homeopathic preparations. That means it is in the existence. So these homeopathic preparations are also permitted in organic farming, and Ayurvedic preparations, mostly Vriksha Ayurveda preparations like Kunajapalam and cow urine based pesticides, cow dung water, Sanjeevak. All these things are permitted. We will see all these things in separate PPT presentation. And natural farming preparations, which are very much popularized by Padma Shri Subhash Palekar garu, like Jivamrut, Bijamrut. Mostly Jivamrut and Bijamrut. Jivamrut is for nutrition, but it is also used as a spray to repel the insects. Bijamrut is used to control diseases of seed-borne diseases and for improving immunity during the seedling stage. Dashagavya, Dashabarni, these preparations are also permitted. Panchagavya Krishi preparations like Panchagavya and Krishi preparations, Angara, Amrutpani, Bij Sanskar, all these are permitted in organic farming. The physical methods like chromatic traps, mechanical traps, sticky traps, and pheromone traps, everything are permitted. We will see a separate PPT presentation on these traps also, and guidelines how to use these traps, various types of traps like funnel traps, sticky traps, fly traps, specifications of the lures, and how many traps are to be set for monitoring, how many for mass trapping and mating disruption, how to do mating disruption, and the status of pheromones used in India. So many pheromones are used for the monitoring, mating disruption, and mass trapping. Only few are used for monitoring and mass trapping. So if you see, pheromones are effective in minute quantities. They can be used for monitoring, they can be used for mass trapping, and they can also be used for mating disruption. For monitoring, more pheromones are available. Some of them are used for mass trapping, and very few are used for mating disruption. So with this, I have finished the inputs which are permitted for organic farming, especially for pest and disease control in the organic farming. In detail, these sessions we will see in the PPT presentations, so each and everything in detail, how to produce at a on-farm level. Thank you. Signing off, Sri Lata.